Alright, what is going on in today's episode? You can see behind me that the 240 is kind of wrapped up and everything like that. I made a video before, but I used a different microphone and the audio was really bad, so I didn't post. I'm trying a new mic today that's mounted on this camera. See how it goes. If it's fixable, I'll post it, even if it's a little bad, but I gotta get something out there. Again, I apologize if the audio is not great, but I'll figure it out as I post some videos here and there. But what I filmed before is I was getting through some of the prep steps before the body work, which there's a couple spots like right here. There's a nice, you can actually see it on camera, a nice spot that I'm gonna have to lay some bondo on, fix that up. There's another spot somewhere, I don't remember where exactly, but I think, oh, it's right here. Yeah, right there. But I have it prepped now. Ideally, this isn't how you should do it, but because of me having a newborn and being pressed on time and everything like that, I'm trying to preemptively get a lot of stuff done, ready to go. So when it does come time to paint the body, I will have to probably lay some more tape down just to keep it down. And since we are outside, we will be spraying this whole back area with water, soaking it really well so none of this dirt and dust gets kicked up when I'm spraying. I also mentioned that we might use this fender because I am able to fix this. I laid some primer on it and then I was gonna hit it with some bondo and all that, but then what ended up happening was this isn't really fixable. I was trying to, but then I was like, it's gonna be a lot of work, and if I do fix it and at some point I roll the fenders or do anything really, I'd end up cracking what I fixed. So it's like, whatever. So we might send it and just run the front end how it is, or I might just hold off and wait to see if the front end that I actually want for this car pops up, you know, on the marketplace area, and see if I can get what I want. Oh, and I'm forgetting I didn't post the other video. And what I mentioned before too is I'm not a professional painter, so like this is about the best I'm gonna be able to do it. Just because it's who I am. I'm not a body paint person at all. I like building motors. I like making things go fast. But with this 240 and the condition it's in, I actually want it to be like one solid color at least, and you know, it looks good 10 feet away. However, in today's episode, what we will be doing is getting all this painted, matching the engine bay, which is going to be red. The frame, the body, all that stuff underneath the body, I guess, will be red, the OEM red. And then the body is going to be kind of like a blue color. I haven't got the base coat yet, so I can't show you guys exactly what it is, but it's not like any blue I've ever seen. It looks really dope. But we'll be sanding this down, scuffing some spots here. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of work in here just because I don't really care. I just want, you know, to be somewhat matching color. Some of these spots like right here that need some work, just send it, you know. Like, to me it's not a big deal. To me it's gonna be better just to have like a good running, you know, fast, fun drift car. Besides, if I was going for like a show build, there's a lot more little tiny tedious work that I need to do with between a newborn work and everything else going on in life. It's just not in the cards, and that's okay. However, we come into the garage here. We have some primer for spots that I will need primer for. This is the OEM paint code to do the engine bay and stuff. I only got 2 cans. It should be enough for what I'm doing. And then over here we have the clear coat and the hardener for the clear coat. That will be obviously at the end. I got this reducer here along with this really poorly packaged white primer and sealer. So it's a 1-to-1 for the primer, a 1-to-1 half part for the sealer. So we'll be doing that. Then the base coat, when it comes in, is already pre-mixed. I just need to pour it and spray it, I guess. Also, when that base coat comes in, that is going to be a sponsored video, so keep an eye out for that one. That should be pretty cool. So I'm actually looking forward to that because this blue, this blue is super sick looking. It's really hard to explain how it looks, but it just looks super cool, and I've actually seen the 240 in the exact color, so I'm actually really stoked about it. Also, side note before I start painting, and also my last video I didn't post that I really wanted to be in that video was touched one of these little caterpillar looking things. They're not caterpillars, and my hand was burning for like 3 hours after touching one of these guys on accident. So whatever they are, if you live in Texas, beware, they suck. So with that being said, I'm gonna get started on prepping all this and getting all painted. So I'm really not a fan of crappy audio, so I'm using my very expensive Zoom mic that I've used many years ago in audio engineering. But as you can see, we have the, I guess, engine bay pretty much done. I'm gonna be honest, I am kicking myself in the ass because now that I painted the, I guess, fuck-ups that I saw, just little minor details, I'm like, I kind of want to paint the whole thing, but I can't think like that because if I get in too deep, I'm already in too deep as it is, you know, for what I'm building it for. Like, it's not a show car. It's not something that's going to look nice by any means. So I need to remember that. But I am kicking myself in the ass for some stuff. I'll show you. Now, actually, before I show you, I don't have a free hand, but I will show you that, you know, I might actually be able to do some of the bondo work today. This took a lot less time than I thought it was, but I have it painted. It actually looks really good, and it actually matches the OEM really well too. But as you can see, like, I fixed all that up and now it's nice, it looks good. But then the rest of the car is super dirty still and everything like that. There's some minor stuff in there and I'm like, crap. But again, I don't care. This ain't that kind of build. I am simply just happy that I got this matched up and everything like that. The core support, the reason why I didn't do anything to it for the most part is because I don't know if I'm going to be using this core support. I don't know if I'm going to be finding another core support and swapping it out. This one is, as you can see, a little crunchy. Not a big deal. I can make it work, but there is a front end that I do want for this car. And if anybody has it, or anybody has an idea, or anybody wants to see what it is, just message me privately and we'll talk, because I'm looking for one. I'm willing to travel. I'm willing to pay for it. I just don't want to spend upwards of two grand, you know, because of shipping and everything. So I'm actually very stoked to get the rest of the body painted here in the next couple weeks. I need a full weekend to do it because there's a lot of prep, there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of just a lot of stuff, and it has to be all done at the same time, because if I send the car now and, you know, the elements over time, it'll just start sticking. I'll have to sand it down again, I'll have to redo it. So it's just like, I need a good 2 to 3 days to knock everything out, at least with the car. Stuff like the fenders, the bumpers, and everything else that I have, I could do that whenever. So this is all very doable in your backyard. Again, it's all in the prep work and everything like that. Now, it could be better than how I do it. I'm not a professional, you know, so I'm very DIY, and I'm very with the paint and body, and I'm very, you know, but you can do this in your backyard, outside. You have a lot of other variations to rely on than in like a climate controlled shop, but there's no excuse. With that being said, I think it's time to start getting the bondo going, since I still have a plenty of time. Well, as you guys saw, I suck with Bondo, so I tried to fix it up a bit with some of the primer filler paint that I have. I mean, that's exactly why I bought it, because I was expecting to do more of a filler, but again, I don't do body. I don't know, dude. This side has a bit more light, so we'll see if we can get in. You can see, like, up top there, I'm sitting on nails. Holy shit. You see on top there, like, it's a little wavy and stuff like that, which you're only going to see really up this close. I mean, you can kind of see it in the sunlight, but again, I'm not too worried about it. The low spots are filled. I'd run my hand over it and kind of feel it now, but the paint's still wet, so yeah. But once this dries and once we're ready for the actual paint of the whole rest of the car, we will then sand that down a little bit more to even it out and feather it out, and then we'll spray it. This was the main thing today, and this, now that it's dried, this came out actually really freaking nice. So really stoked on that, to be honest. Man, that came out good. It really, all the dirty other spots, like right there, you can see the color difference. Like, I gotta clean that. I don't know. Kind of kick myself in the ass for it, but at the same time, I don't care enough. But that's gonna be it for today's video. That's some little backyard DIY body work. Not professional by any means. I'm really terrible at it, but you do what you can, you make it work, and if you kind of have a basic idea, just send it, dude. Who cares? Who cares what it looks like? Who cares what other people think? It's your car. Build your car the way you want to build it. Do the things you want to do to it, and drive it the way you want to drive it. Don't do it for anybody else, you know? I think that red came out great. I'm so stoked with that red. I really am. With that, I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Until then, have a good rest of the week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.